Welcome to Styled by Estelle.
Hey everyone, it's Estelle Winsett. I'm a lawyer turned personal stylist, and I work exclusively with executive women and women lawyers to help them stand in their power and confidence through having a wardrobe that lights them up. And in today's episode, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes and I'm going to be sharing my 3-step process of how I work virtually with my clients one on one. And when working with my clients, I typically find that there are 3 main challenges that my clients are facing. And the first challenge is professional appearance. If you're a female attorney or if you are a women executive, you're probably in a office setting that is a lot more casual than it used to be. Back in the day when I was practicing law, it was a suit that you wore every day, and that made it really easy to get dressed for work. And now we've gotten a lot more casual, which as a stylist, I love because it gives you lots of options. But if you're not someone who is proficient in styling, it can be a high stressor. So, what I do when I'm working with my clients and they're struggling with how do I navigate this business casual professional wardrobe is we work together to create what I call their style blueprint. A lot of times when people are trying to elevate their style, they go straight to shopping. And that is not what I do. I think that would be a big disservice to my clients to do that because my whole point in helping my clients show up authentically and confidently is to really unearth who they are at the core. What is the message they want to send through their style? What are their current style preferences? We change over time, and what we liked 20 years ago in terms of style preferences may not be the same. We definitely aren't the same people that we were 20 years ago. And that's when I think most people really struggle with their wardrobe is because it doesn't feel like them anymore and they feel like they're wearing a uniform. So, the very first step that I take my clients through is creating their unique style blueprint. And their style blueprint is composed of 3 pieces. The first element is their style vibe, their style preferences. The second element is their body shape. And as women, I know if you're like me, you probably have noticed over time your body changes. And it can be difficult to know how to find clothes that flatter your current body when it's changed from what it used to be. And the third element of the style blueprint is your colors. And I know for me, the older I've gotten, the more I wear colors that bring out the best in me. I kind of think of colors as virtual Botox. They can brighten you up, they can make you vibrant, or they can wash you out and have people asking you if you feel okay. That is not what we want to have. We don't want to be wearing clothes that make us look sick or tired or under the weather. So, using those 3 elements, that's how I begin with my clients. So, when we're working through your style preferences, I have developed a process that involves a Pinterest board exercise. I have a guide that I walk my clients through so that they can create their own board. And really, what I tell them is not to overthink it. I know as women lawyers, we tend to overanalyze probably about everything. And what I'm really going for when I'm trying to help my clients unearth their style preferences is what is your innate desire? What is your gut reaction when you see a style like, oh, I love that, or I really like that? Without second guessing it, without saying, well, I like that, but it wouldn't look good on my body, or I like that, but I don't think I could pull it off. Because those are the kinds of mean girl talk and things we say to ourselves when we are kind of second guessing what we're doing. So when I go through the Pinterest board exercise with my clients, I have them just go by your gut instinct, just what are you naturally drawn toward? And I have them put a variety of pins on the board. And typically, if they put at least 25 to 30 pins on the board, then you really start to see themes. And that's what's really fun because when I get on the call with my client after she's done her Pinterest board, I always ask her, what surprised you about this exercise? Did you notice anything? And that's what's really fun because I can see the light bulb moment in my clients' eyes where they're like, you know what? Apparently, I need a black leather pencil skirt because I pinned 4 of them. So it's being able to take that step back and see what's your natural style preference. What are you drawn to? And so I then go through a process of asking her a lot of different questions to really draw out, would you wear those shoes? How about that purse? And I'm asking all those questions because we all have specific likes and dislikes. And that's what makes us unique. Just because you have a same style type of someone, let's say you are a tailored powerhouse, Doesn't mean that you don't then have certain quirks. Like you may not like shoes that have a sling back. You may not like crew neck tops. We all just have our specific likes and dislikes. And so that's what I'm trying to figure out and bring out in my clients when I'm helping them develop their style preferences. The second part is I have them send me some selfies and their measurements so that I can help them determine what their body shape is. And the main way that I educate my clients on their body shape is when I send them a video with their style recommendations, I go over every piece of every style recommendation that I'm sending them. And I tell them, when you're looking at blouses, you need to be looking for some that have this V neck, because if you wear something that's too high, then that's going to give you that shelf effect if my client has a larger chest. And I just point out details that I'm thinking in my stylist brain when I'm shopping for them, so that they can then figure out on their own, when they don't have me by their side, how to shop for themselves and how to find those pieces that work for their body shape. And the third element of this style blueprint is color analysis. So when I'm working with my clients, I've been trained to do an online color analysis. And yes, it does work, even if they're not in person. I've been trained on how to look at different virtual backgrounds and how to have my clients take specific photos so that the lighting is right. And I then analyze those photos and I give them a detailed color report. And in that report, it's about 12 to 13 pages. I just go over a lot of things with them, which colors wash them out, which colors they should be looking for. And I also share different things about accessories and purses and shoes, and those kinds of things. And the most fun I think I have with the color report with my clients is they get the digital swatches on an app on their phone. So all of the colors that are in their color swatches, they're just on a phone. So if you're out and about shopping, my clients love this. They can just pull up their phone. If they're trying to decide between two sweaters, which one is a better color for me according to my color palette? And it just really makes shopping so much easier, especially if you're having a hard time deciding between one or two things. So I go over all these colors with my clients, and then I ask them, okay, these are all the colors that are best for you, but are there any here you don't like? Because even if something is a good color for you, if you don't like it, it doesn't go in your new elevated closet. And I also want to know which ones light you up. Which ones do you think, wow, I never would have thought of that, but I really like that color. And so I'm really working on creating a bespoke style blueprint for my clients so that when I get to the shopping part, I am going to be really curating style recommendations that are specific to them, that finally going to like shopping again, which is something that has been such a pain point for so many women. And I'm doing it all by basically stepping into their shoes so I can figure out what they're looking for. And then I find that using my stylist skills. The second challenge that I find most women have when they come to me to help them with their style is second guessing outfits. They don't have confidence that they know how to put an outfit together in a way that makes sense. They end up spending hours staring at their overstuffed closet and not knowing how to put an outfit together and not knowing what to wear. And I've been there before. I went through my stylist journey and I get it. And what I have come up with to help my clients is the solution is really called having a power presence. So I just explained earlier how I create a style blueprint for my client. Then I have them identify 2 or 3 categories of looks that they need outfits for in their everyday life. So it could be I need some business casual looks for every day at the office, and then I maybe need a few courtroom looks that are going to be more dressier, and then also, or speaking looks. A lot of the clients I work with are speakers. And then maybe it's like, yeah, and I want some outfits for drinks with the girls or going out to brunch. So once I know what makes sense for their life and their lifestyle, then I reverse engineer how we can get there. And I create a shopping list of these are the fundamental basics you need in your closet in order to mix and match and create a variety of outfits. And I send them style links. And I mentioned earlier, I'll send them a video where I'm going over each piece and explaining why it works for them and what they should be looking for in their clothes. So during this process, I'm just tailoring the shopping experience to make it effortless. All they have to do is click on the image, as you can see in the online closet, and it goes directly to the item. And then they put the item in their cart, and I tell them what size to order, because we know every store is not the same in terms of sizing. So during this process, I'm giving them the confidence to know that these are the pieces you need in your closet. It doesn't mean they need a closet full of clothes. You need the right pieces, because when you have them, then you can mix and match them. And it needs to be a blend of some neutral pieces and also some personality pieces. You can't have all personality pieces. You can't have all neutrals. That's actually a style in and of itself. But it's really a delicate balance of the types of pieces that you need in your wardrobe so that you can wear something a variety of different ways and get a new look. So during this process, I send them the links and they place the orders. Where they really get that power presence is they get my eyes on the clothes as they arrive. So some ladies prefer to send me videos of them in the outfits as they arrive and kind of doing a twirl, and then I can kind of see exactly how it's fitting on their body. And some prefer to wait until everything has come in and we do a virtual try on. But the key here is I'm looking at the pieces as they arrive to make sure that they're fitting your body the way we want them to. A lot of times they need to be tailored. So many women feel like tailoring is this pain, but the reality is most clothes are not meant to fit off the rack for the majority of women. And that's okay. You want to size up to the area that is the largest on you, and then you tailor in. And tailors know how to do that. So when I am looking at the items as they arrive and I'm looking at them on your body, I am assessing, okay, is this a good fit? Do we need to get it tailored? Did we think this was going to work, but it really doesn't? And if so, I'll do a replacement shop for that item. So that is that power presence where you can stop second guessing whether something works for you. And then you know that it's stylist approved and you have my eyeballs on it. The third style challenge I see with women who come to me to help them with their style is really a matter of styling efficiency. They spend hours and hours staring at their closet and they don't know how to put outfits together. They are typically busy moms who are also lawyers or women executives, and they've got kids, falling at them, asking them for things. Mom, I need my lunch. And mom, where are my shoes? I don't know about you, but for me, it was always the shoes. I don't know why my kids could never find their shoes and socks. So that was always a last minute scramble in the morning. And then the last thing they need is to be frustrated, not knowing how to put a new outfit together, trying something and going, oh, I don't really know if that works. And then going back to the same 3 outfits. So the solution that I've come up for that styling efficiency is called the 5-minute formula. And this is what happens at the very end of my one-on-one style process. And during this time, I create head to toe outfits for my clients from their new elevated wardrobe. And it's going to be organized by category based on the categories that they told me originally they wanted to work on. So let's say a client tells me, okay, 50% of my wardrobe, I want to be business casual for everyday office looks, but then I want 25% presentation looks and 25% weekend looks. Then in their online closet, which you can see right here, each client gets their own personalized online closet. The category says, here are your business casual looks. And you can see in the outfits that I style for them, it includes the toppers, the tops, pants, shoes, and any accessories. And that is very specific to my individual clients. Some love certain kinds of jewelry, some like scarves. Again, it's all personal preference. But the beauty of the 5-minute formula is that you could open your app up, which is your online closet on your phone in the morning, and just scroll through, 15 to 20 business casual looks and decide, what do I feel like wearing today? And it's no effort required on your part. What I hear the most from my clients is I don't want to put any more mental energy into trying to figure out what to wear. And you want to save up your decision fatigue when you are struggling to find things and pulling things out of the closet that don't work and throwing them on the ground. That's not the best way to start your day. It's not efficient. It feels horrible. And you probably aren't going to be getting any closer to finding an outfit doing that anyway. And so my solution makes it effortless for my clients to pack for trips, to get ready for whatever events they have in their life under those 3 categories, because it's done for them. It's almost like paint by numbers. Or for my fellow friends here who are familiar with the Clueless Closet, all my clients get their own individual Clueless Closet on their phone, and they have lifetime access. So this removes the decision fatigue, the second guessing, and my clients are able to show up with confidence in their new outfits that fit their body shapes, that lean into their style preferences, that send the message they want to send, and that are in the colors that make them shine. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. If you are wanting to get a kickstart in trying to figure out what your style preferences are, I do have a free style quiz that I developed specifically for women attorneys, and I'll include the link in the show notes. And you can take this free quiz, and it's going to give you one of 4 different style types that are the most common style types I see. And it's going to really help you start trying to move forward in your own particular style. If you want some more personalized help, feel free to click the link in the show notes to book a call with me. We can talk about what your style challenges are and if what I have is a good fit for you, and we can go over that. But I really appreciate you being here, and please be sure to like and subscribe to hear more episodes from me, and I will talk to you in the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a review in the comments.